When we use English in communication, we often find the words which have similarity in meanings. In this material, which is none other than semantics, we will discuss about how to define two words that has the similarity in meanings. To understand semantics, we can use two types of source, namely understanding semantics through expressed in online dictionaries and through definition put forward by linguists. From two types of definition, then we can identify two concepts which are mutually in the definition. When we communicate with others using a particular language, we use and combine the language to construct the large units of language, such as a phrases and sentence, which meanings are familiar to us. We exactly know the meanings of those units because we have used them in verbal communication previously. When we find difficult words, of course we will think how to understand these words. Many of readers they generally use a dictionary to look for the difficult word. Today we easily to find when we find a difficult words, of course we will think how to understand it. And many of readers generally they use the dictionary to understand the difficult word. Today we can easily find two kinds of dictionary, namely printed generally and online dictionary. According to Sarigul a printed dictionary is a reference book containing the words of language usually alphabetically arranged with information on their forms, pronunciation, function, meanings, etymologies, spellings, and idiomatic use. In social interaction, actually we find the same meaning of word. As a good writer, we must to choose the good word or the good vocabulary to composing words to composing words. For the example, I will make effort to avoid using word speak repeatedly in my essay. Therefore, I must use a good writing strategy that is to choose different words whose meaning are the same or nearly the same as the word speak, such as say, convey, or communicate. After briefly discussing the meaning in words and relationship of meaning among words, now we move on to the next discussion, that is to examine the meaning of in sentence and the relationship of meaning among sentence. All this time we use small sentence when we are communicate. The sentence that we use are a series of words that are put together according to structural and grammatical rules, so that the sequence of words contains a broader meaning than the meaning of each individual word. In addition to having meanings, words and sentences have interpretation. Interpretation in this case refers to the act explaining the meaning of a particular word or sentence. Often in social life, we find words or sentences that are not easily understood without being interpreted. To understand the meaning of the words or sentence correctly and afford to explain their meanings is required.